friend. Today we are going to be filling my art toolkit Folio palette. I am going to be filling it with my Danielle Smith watercolor paint. It comes looking like this, where you had the small and then like the medium size and then the bigger, but I adapted it and I am gonna put it somewhat like this. The order, I have the smaller pans for colors that I wanted on my palette, but that I don't use very much. So the first color I started, and then I decided I probably should do it online. And well, not online, but for you guys on YouTube. So I wanted to record it. So I hope you guys enjoy. It should be really relaxing. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I had filled my palette, and so I figured I wanted to finish this video and grab some paper towels. But go ahead and swatch this and give you an explanation of why I picked some of what I picked. I picked the colors because when I was a beginner, I wasn't exactly sure of what colors. So I did a lot of research and I went with the Jane Blundell palette. I thought it was quite universal and I liked the colors. It worked out. I wasn't sure exactly like what to use, and it was really I just thought it was really good for a beginner. Okay, now going on to my Quinn Rose, and I am using my silver black velvet flat brush. My swatch, I went ahead and did it ahead of time. Well, like the grid of it. And I have used these colors for over a year, so I'm quite familiar. I'm gonna switch them out one of these days, but for right now I want to use up what I have because I have a lot of paint. This is my Hansa Yellow medium, and on my card I put a lot of abbreviations, so because it wasn't gonna all fit. Now go on with my quinacridone gold, and this is a beautiful warm yellow, and it makes some beautiful greens with the Folio green or the cerulean. Moving on to my quinacridone burnt orange, and that's newer to me. It's more like to me it's more of a dirty orange versus like a clean, real bright orange. And then Pyro Scarlet, because, and I went with a smaller pan. The smaller pans, I went with these colors I don't really use a whole lot. So this way I can have, there's 21 in here. And I love how I did this setup. And this is Pyro Crimson. I don't use a lot of red, so my theory is to have the smaller pans. Now this is the Carbonzoil Violet by Daniel Smith. All this paint, by the way, is Daniel Smith. And I might try not to have to move it. Oh, that's pretty. So there's that one. And then this is the Blowstone Genuine. I figured that would be great for shadows. Very pretty. So I put my purples there, and I'm not gonna use purples a whole lot, but I've been here recently, been putting them in trees to darken, and to darken greens. And then I got ultramarine blue for my warm blue. For my middle blue, I got a lot of blues. I went with cobalt, but once again, a very small pan. Ultramarine blue I use a lot of, so I went with a bigger pan. And then I got the cerulean, it's the cerulean chromium, whatever. It is the cerulean blue chromium, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, here's my Folio blue green shade, and then I got a small thing of Folio green blue shade, and I just wanted a small amount. I got some yellow here, but that's okay because these two are just the mixing spaces anyhow. And then I went with diopside green, which I think is gorgeous. Oh, sorry, this is the Amazonite Genuine. Sorry, I went with that one first and then diopside. But this is a beautiful Primatech Daniel Smith. So it's not going to granulate on this paper because this is just Canson. But that's a beautiful teal. And then here's my diopside green. Beautiful. It's kind of like an emerald green. And then I went with green gold. And that is absolutely a gorgeous. And I went with the green gold because it is just beautiful for spring. And then my neutrals. And I use a lot of neutrals, so I got yellow ochre, which is perfect for fields and farmland, which in Ohio we have a lot of. And then that geothite, which is like a brown ochre, and that will be for like beaches, so it's kind of like a sand color, and it granulates. And then I went with burnt sienna, one of my favorites, Indian red. And that is very opaque and works great for bricks and stones. And if you mix it with a lot of water, it almost looks like a potter's pink. I think they're the made with the same pigment. This is burnt umber, kind of like a middle chocolatey color, so pretty. And then I went with the Payne's Gray for another dark. And yes, I do have the Blowstone, but I like also having a Payne's Gray. It would work great for studies and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my new adventure palette, which is the Folio palette from Art Toolkit. So if you like what you're seeing, please considering subscribing and hit the like and bell notification. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.